Hello. Welcome to another Patreon update video, an update on High Rollers, where we've been for the last 2 weeks, because it has been 2 weeks since the last update, but I thought I would just film in front of this Christmas tree because it's very Christmassy and it's feeling very festive at the moment, to update you on what's been going on with the studio and what's been going on with High Rollers in the last couple of weeks. The main thing is, of course, we helped out with the Jingle Jam. We did the one-shot, the Rose Meadow Run D&D in D&D Adventure, and it was very confusing and very meta, and if you haven't checked it out, you probably should, because it was a lot of fun playing Quill, playing another character. It's confusing. You'll understand it when you watch it. But yeah, I thought I would just update you on what's been going on with the studio, and to be honest, December has actually been a lot more quiet than I expected it would be. Despite the plan to have the studio up and running in January, we've, to be honest, hit a couple of hitches. We are currently living in another lockdown Britain, unfortunately, and as a result, we've seen some delays to some of the things we've ordered. For example, we've ordered a massive truss system, which I mentioned in the last video, this grand metallic structure that will hold up the microphones and lights and cameras and everything. That entire system needs multiple million different pieces, like 2.5 meter long pipes that are connected to T-shaped junctions that then connect to even bigger 5 meter long thing. It's confusing, and the shopping list for that, it was a mess. But I think we've now got all of those things ordered, and it's just a case of just waiting for these things to arrive. Stock is not great at the moment for these things, but they are on their way. And here is an image of, there's an image anyway. Hopefully my hands are in frame. There it is, I guess. And it is going to be this massive rig to hold up everything, as I said, and it's going to take up the majority of the studio, but it has to, because that's where the set is. We're all going to be sat underneath that and inside that, and there's going to be a curtain rail all around this thing to completely block us off from the outside world as we like it. And I think that is going to be incredible. But all of those pieces, we are just waiting for those to arrive at this point. And when we build that, there will be some interesting videos for that, I'm sure, because I'm like 100% sure that someone, most likely me, is going to get injured in some way. I'm going to have a big metal pole fall on me, and then that's it. This is my last update video. So, great. But there you go. The truss system is going to be incredible. Look at this, I have notes. This is such a professional update. So yeah, there's also all of the tech as well that we ordered right at the very beginning, just after the fundraiser. In fact, we ordered just a ton of tech, and a lot of it has arrived. Kim is currently standing next to these things, towering above her, these mixers and microphones and cameras and stream decks and lights and all of these things, just waiting for the final pieces to arrive. We're still waiting for the Mega Chad PC, is what we're calling this, the stream PC that is going to be running everything. We're just waiting for that to arrive at the moment, so we can't really put everything together in the studio just yet. But when they do, very soon, hopefully, we'll be able to put all the tech together in there. But another thing is we've been in contact with set designers, as I mentioned in the first update video, and we are trying to put together a massive list of all of these different bits that we need for the boards that are going to be sat behind us at all times. These boards of brick, and actually put together a mock-up. Again, this is a mock-up, so not what this is going to look like at the end, but an idea of the theme that we are looking for with these built boards, and an idea of what we want the stream to look like, and the area that we're sat in. And I think it looks incredible what we put together. There's going to be some changes, obviously, but there's also going to be some windows in these boards, and we are planning to have lights in there that we have full control over, so we are able to basically change the boards and what we see through these windows to match the theme of where we are in the game. Like if it's nighttime, we can make it blue or just turn the lights off completely. And if it's sunrise, we can have it be orange and maybe it shines up through the window or something like that. I think that's going to be really cool and just add to the atmosphere of the game in a really, really cool way. We've also, obviously, the PTZ camera. Trott's darling PTZ pan tilt zoom camera has been delivered and was given straight to Trott, and he has been messing around with that a lot, just a ton. And if you don't know what PTZ camera is, it's one that allows us to, from afar, control this orb of a camera to zoom in on particular elements of the set. And in this case, we want it to make combat much more easy to follow in the game, because at the moment, or at least when we were in the studio, it was difficult to see where certain people were on the board map. Like it was hard to see Quill moving 5 feet up to try and attack a skeleton that's 20 feet away, and the camera had to use this digital zoom that was really blocky and horrible. And the PTZ camera will fix that and will make watching those combats much more manageable and easy to see. And we're going to have some scripting in the background that means we can just press a button and it will focus on Quill's mini, and we can press another button and it will focus on Lucius. What's he doing? And we can manually control this thing with an Xbox controller if we want to, which is insane. and we can just move around and watch all these things happen, and that's going to be really cool. But yeah, Trott's got the PTZ camera and he is having just a blast with it. Hopefully he will relinquish it and let us have it for the studio, because that's what it's for. Hopefully he will let go of it and allow us to install the damn thing. We've also been messing around with ideas for what the tome will look like. The what we were originally calling the Tome of Champions, I think, or the Ledger of Legends, which I just made up and actually really like the name of. But we have been in contact with Umbral Armory, who make tons and tons of amazing leather-bound books and tomes and satchels and all of these things. And we have sent them an idea of what we want the book to be, and the name of this book will be printed on there as well. Here is a mock-up that Mark drew, and you can see the high rollers in the D20 shape and it looks incredible. But also down there, the name of the thing is the Pillars of Creation, which was a suggestion on Patreon that we got like 3 weeks ago, and I read it. It was sent in a poem format. So it was sent in by Roger Anderson, and get ready for a dramatic reading here. In the beginning was the stream, and the stream was good. The stream contained a single world, but that world gave life to so many. As the stream grew, it birthed a new world. This world was different than the first world, but even more full of life and joy. The stream continued to grow and grow and grow until it could no longer be contained in the place of its origin. The stream called out to the void asking for aid, and the void provided. The natives of the void saw the stream, the worlds it had birthed, and that soon it would birth another. Just real quick, use of the word birth, not so sure, but anyway. So pillars emerged from the void to support the stream and give it a home and room to grow to its full potential. Some are large and some are small. They come in all colors and shapes, but each of these pillars matter. We call them the Pillars of Creation, and this book records their names. Just my suggestion for a title and foreword, says Roger Anderson. I mean, I read that and I was like, hell yeah, because we've had a load of suggestions, but that one was in poem format, and I was like, I mean, we're going to have to go with Pillars of Creation. So if you like that name, obviously it can change, but I'm kind of behind Pillars of Creation as the name of the book at this point, and I think everyone else is as well. Hopefully you are too. So there you go, the temporary, preliminary, most likely name for the book here is the Pillars of Creation. Let me know what you think. I think that was really cool. And outside of that, let's have a looky here. That's pretty much it in terms of updates on the studio. We still need to get back in there properly. Again, we are trying to be as careful as we possibly can because, as I said, There is a potential for another lockdown in Britain, unfortunately, and there has been a massive spread of this new virus, and we are trying to be as careful as possible. So we're maybe a little bit more delayed than we'd like to be, but it's as delayed as we have to be to keep safe, and that is the most important thing for us. So there you go. That is a haphazard, messy update for the studio and High Rollers. I hope you like these new little changes. Let me know what you think of these individual bits. Again, set design. What was the other thing? The Truss system and the Pillars of Creation tome. Let me know what you think. I think they're really cool. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next time for another Patreon update. And thank you very much for supporting us. You're the best. Bye.